Our journey starts far back in history, at about 8,000 years before the birth of Christ. This is the Neolithic period. The Ice Age has just ended. Humanity is beginning to develop the technologies of tending fields and raising livestock. Rice and sheep are first cultivated in Asia. Cats are first domesticated in ancient Egypt. The earliest known wall built by human hands is erected in the proto-city of Jericho. It's an active time in history, but humanity still has a ways to go. The plough is yet to be invented. The ancient culture of Sumeria is still around 4 millennia away. The Great Pyramid of Giza, the oldest of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, won't be constructed for another 5,500 years. What the history books don't tell you is that around this time, the Denis, a small group of refugees led by Rhineuf, fled the destruction of their home, Gartenay, to settle in the ancient Americas. There, they established the city of Denis. Never heard of Gartenay? That's understandable. Gartenay is like no place on Earth. That's because Gartenay is no place on Earth. Gartenay is another planet, in an alternate dimension. And to understand the story of Denis, we have to understand how they got from there to here. They called it Regestoi, the art.
Imagine all those fantasy books you had read as a child. Books describing fantastic, detailed worlds very different from your own. Imagine you could travel to the world the author had described. Imagine all it took to make that journey was to place your hand on a picture of that land, and before you could blink your eyes in disbelief, you'd be there, really there, walking around and looking at all the places you could only imagine before. Incredible as it sounds, the Denis had a way to do exactly that.
The art of linking is based off a set of symbols called the Garo Hefti. The Garo Hefti, which means great words, describe very detailed and exact concepts about an environment. This could be the temperature of the ocean, the composition of the soil, details about the plants and the animals. A Denis writer could write a description of a place using these Garo Hefti and place it in a specially prepared book that uses specially prepared ink. By doing so, they created a link to that place, which they called an age.
Linking was the single most important part of Denis culture. In a very real sense, Denis would not exist if it was not for linking. The Denis, understand, are thousands and thousands of years old, over 10,000 years old, but the Denis came from another empire even older called the Rhone. The Rhone lived on a world called Garternay. And on Garternay, they had the art. They had the ability to link to other ages, just like the Denis did. But the Rhone believed that they actually created the ages, or at the very least, because they had the art, were entitled to rule over the ages.